happen this way right now. All right. Go ahead and drop that in the chat. I'm using some AI right now to redirect us to YouTube on an unlisted. So you may be able. Okay, good. The sound is off. So it'll keep up with us. So I have worked smarter to make my life easier, to make things easier. I love it. Work smarter instead of harder. I haven't saw anybody say save money yet, so I'm in shock right now. Okay. Well, our goal is, of course, for it to make life easier for you. Um, but the goal is to also save you time and money. There have been times in my life where I paid so many people to do so many things because I thought they were hard. I used to pay people to create QR codes, $25 a pop, something that takes literally 10 seconds to do because I thought it was hard. To create short links because I thought it was hard. So I overpaid because I was under experienced. How many of you can say that that's happened to you before? You paid for something because you thought another person was an expert and you really don't even know it was just taking them seconds to do it. And you were paying for convenience and they were capitalizing off your ignorance. Now, I know that may be hard to hear, but they were capitalizing off your ignorance. They made you think it was difficult. They made you think it was hard. But I come here to introduce you to a season of ease. I was talking to someone the other day and I asked them, what is your goal? And they said to go into a season of ease. And it reminded me, Dr. Connie, in 2022, there was a prophetic word over our ministry that we were going to enter into a season of ease. And it just reminded me that is possible. So on today, we're going to learn one tool. Now, over the course of summer school, we'll learn about 10 tools. But on tonight, we're going to learn one tool and we're going to learn it well. Be prepared to go into breakout rooms. Be prepared to do some work. So I'm going to put the timer on. So as we move around today, I know where we are and I know when my time is up. I made a commitment to you and to myself. We were going to teach about an hour a night, no more than an hour and 15 minutes, because I don't want you so tired that you don't come back the next day. I don't want you so tired that you don't do your homework. Everyone understands that on tomorrow you will have another class, right? And so I want you to put in at least 20 to 30 minutes for your homework on tomorrow and tonight. All right, can everybody see my timer? Everybody, if you can see my timer, just put timer in the chat. I want everybody to be able to see it. Good, good, good. And I shared the app with you. That way you can have it in your Zoom. This is a Zoom app. So if you're meeting with people, you want to keep them on time. Any coaches in the room, and you tell them, hey, you got 30 minutes, you got 1 hour. You don't have to be the bad guy. Let the timer do the talking. All right. Now, I'm not going to put this on you, Leslie. You know, they be trying to put the timer on me. They be like, Coach, I got 2 more minutes. I get on the call with them the next, Coach, we only talked 57 minutes last month. I need 1 hour and 3 minutes. All right. But this is a timer. So let's get started because we have a lot to do. Now, I want you to rank your level in ChatGPT. 1 meaning I know it exists, but I really don't know how to use it. Up to 10, like I'm an expert. I know all functionalities, including how to create my own GPTs. All right. What is your like level of exposure to ChatGPT? Now, if you know how to create a little prompt and it can generate words, that's like a 1 or a 2. That's like a 1 or a 2. Like if you know how to generate, you can copy and paste, you can make it create you a whole document. You may be like around a 4. If you can let it create you charts and graphics and automations, you may be around a 6. If you can create your own GPTs and hook up automations with ChatGPT, you're about a 10. All right. So let me know where you are. Let me know where you are when it comes to your functionality and your knowledge of ChatGPT. All right. So most of us are in between like 1 and 6. All right. I can take that. I can take that. Well, on tonight, my goal is to make sure that you guys level up to a level where you have ChatGPT mirroring your personality and your style. All right, so I do have a PowerPoint. We're going to work mostly in the app on tonight. Dr. Connie, I'm going to make you a co host because people are trying to get into the room and I want them to get into the room. So if you don't mind, I'm going to make you a co host so you can help me get people into the room on tonight. So the tool that we're going to be working tonight, of course, is ChatGPT. And I'm not gonna be fancy, but we're gonna be functional because my goal is to get as much done and for me to teach you as much as possible. Who came to Child Communities Live and you saw the backdrop that we had on the stage? Anybody saw the plane on Child Communities Live? You saw the backdrop? Anybody saw that? Yes? Okay. Okay, that was a Chat GPT generated image. We did not pay a designer to generate that image. I think Natalie generated that image. Who saw the classroom at homecoming? The classroom at homecoming. When we had the classroom, when we put the desk on the stage, but if you saw the classroom, I want you to put classroom. Our very own Dr. Connie created that in Chat GPT, right? And so I want you to know there is a lot that you can do. So we're going to talk about the functionality. But one of the biggest things I want you to know is ChatGPT is not just about creating words. It is an open AI. And the functionality of it is it reads the internet, it reads books and source codes, and it is able to gather information from millions of data points at one time, right? So you can use it for business, personal, religious uses. I'm sure y'all have heard some Chat GPT preach sermons. It probably even told them when to drop the towel and say, in the sermon. It is just that intuitive. So one of the things that I want to do is explain to you how you get the best results. And I want you guys, as we go through the functionality, is I want you to keep this one key idea in your mind. Garbage in, garbage out. Right? If you put garbage in, you're going to get garbage out. Because so many people on here know me in different facets. Can I just be transparent with y'all? Because I want y'all to know not only do I use ChatGPT to help me, but I use it to make money. Right? I use it to make money. I actually have products on Amazon, workbooks, coloring books, pen names. I use ChatGPT every day to make money. Every single day. Every single day. Including you being here in this room. Not to be grimy. Every single day. And so I don't want you just to think about it making your life easy. I want you to think about how can you monetize this skill in your business no matter what your business is. Right? If you are a child care owner, you should be having you some kind of potty training ebook for your parents. You should be showing up in amazing ways. Right? There are things that you can sell. There are things that you can do. There are things that you are buying that you can stop buying. Right? But I want you to think of the concept garbage in, garbage out. The better you know how to use it, the better product that you're going to get out. All right? If everybody got that concept, say got it. Next thing I want us to do is we're going to talk about teaching ChatGPT about us. Right? How many of you have customized your ChatGPT? If so, put yes. If not, put no. How many of you have customized it? If you don't know what that means, be like, Brandy, I don't even know what that means. Okay. Yes or no? Let me know in the chat. Okay. I see mostly no's. I see 2 yeses. Okay. So this is the first thing I'm gonna Winter, thank you. She said, I don't know what that means. I'm gonna, and this is not something that you do in a prompt. This is something that you do under customized chat GPT. So that's the first activity that we're going to do tonight. And hopefully throughout summer school, you can have at least two devices. One device that you can listen to me on and one device that you can work on. That's my recommendation. How many of you have at least two electronic devices? You have a laptop and a phone, or a PC and an iPad, any of those combinations. I would suggest for the summer school time, I would suggest you have two devices. Okay? So I'm gonna stop sharing and we're gonna hop over to Chat GPT. Now, I guess I didn't have to stop sharing. When I hop over to Chat GPT, if you already have an account, great. If you don't have an account, you can create an account. Now, there are several, if you just Google Chat GPT, and let me just talk about this. We're going to chat.openai.com. All right, because there are a lot of GPTs, but we're going to chat.openai.com. All right, that is the official name. There are free versions of this. I would encourage everybody to get the $20 version, right? So, does everybody have at least a free account? If you have free, put free. If you have paid, put paid. I only do the $20 version and it works. So if you notice, I put my filter back on. What does my chat say at the top? Everybody see it? I'm gonna help you out. Anybody find it? How is it addressing me? Big B. It says, "How can I help you, Big B?" Now, before when I was on the other webinar, it just said, "How can I help you?" Right now, it said, "How can I help you, Big B?" And B don't stands for the bad B word. B stands for big bands, right? Big Brandy. That's what my kids saying. They call me Big B for big bands. She making big bands out here, all right? Do not address me by Big B in the street. They may think I'm a drug dealer, all right? Don't do it. They may try to arrest me, okay? But why does it address me that way? I want you to go to customize Chat GPT at the bottom. It says, "What would you like Chat GPT to call you?" And you can let it know. I want to be called Tanisha. I want to be called Tamara. I want to be called Connie. I want to be called Dr. Evie. Right? What do you want it to call you? That's what my kids call me, big bands. First, I didn't know what they was calling me. I was like, "What you talking? What you saying?" The next thing is gonna say, "What does it do?" So I told I'm a daycare chain owner, I'm a business consultant, and I'm a speaker. Right? What would you tell it you do? If you do more than one thing, I'm going to teach you another super trick. But all of these things kind of work in tandem. But if I put like I'm a tax consultant and a pastor, it may get real mixed up. They may be praying over people's taxes. And that's good. But I don't know if that's what they want. Right? And so if they go together, it works. So, guys, down at the bottom, I clicked my name. Somebody says, "Where did you go?" I click my name and then I click customize chat GPT. All right. Do you see where I am, Latanya? Connie, can you let those two people in the waiting room for me? Thank you so much. All right. And so the next thing it says, what traits should chat GPT have? So listen, I say, first of all, I want you to talk to me like a trusted friend, right? I want you to feel free to expound and give me options. So you'll notice sometimes when I generate stuff, it'll be like, "Do you like option one or option two?" Right? I said, "I enjoy choice and table to break down information. I like plain language, fun and witty." Some of my favorite sayings is meet me at the bank. Bam. I'm gonna take Bam out because it be saying Bam when I don't know. We do it better together. What's something else I say all the time? Oh, I say all kind of stuff. And if you see it says I'm straight shooting, I'm encouraging, you can add these things, right? You can add how you want it to talk. I'm gonna slap you. Yeah, I don't know to say that in writing now. Don't judge me, judge your mama. I do say that a lot, but I don't want ChatGPT to get in trouble, so I'm not gonna tell it that. And then at the bottom where it says, "What else do you want ChatGPT to know about you?" I want you to upload your bio, right? And so it tells ChatGPT all about me. My name is Brandy Wood Smith. I'm a charismatic and passionate, blah, 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 blah. And it gives all of those things. All right. So I'm going to give you guys about 3 minutes to open this up where it says customize ChatGPT. Now, if you do not have two devices, I want you just on your notes, right? What do you want it to call you? What do you do? How you want it to talk to you? And then, you can upload your bio at another time. Now, one of the things while you guys are doing that, I want to show you is at the bottom, it says enable for new chats. So when I'm doing things for my clients, I turn this off so it doesn't talk like me. That makes sense? Okay. So when you have found this setting, I want you to put teach in the chat so I can know you're teaching your chat GPT. I want you to teach in the chat, right? Thank you, Dr. Evie. Thank you, Darla. Is this part new for you guys? Right? Just teaching it. That's the first thing I want you to do. I want you to teach it. I want you to know the name of your centers. I want you to know the name of your business. What do you want it to call you? Okay. You have about 2 more minutes. I want you to think about these things. And if you're advanced and you want to cut and paste it, what did you tell it about yourself? Not your bio, but like, what are your favorite sayings? How you want to talk to it? We're gonna talk about it. Okay, Tamara, do you have ChatGPT up? Do you have it up, baby? Okay. Go to the bottom. Where is it? Do you see your name? Okay. So just click on it. Click on your name. And then do you see where it says hold on, let me stop sharing for a second. I think mine is stuck. So once you click on your name, I'm going to pull it up over here. You should see something that says customize chat GPT. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. When you click on that, you should see those questions I just asked you. Now, do
Yes,
you
I
have the
see
free
it.
version or the paid
Got it.
version? You got it? Can y'all hear her? She's breaking up for
I
me.
believe I have the free version. I do.
Okay, do
Yes.
you see customized chat GPT on yours?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure it was on both versions because sometimes they
It
change
custom.
things.
Okay. I have it.
Okay, and you may not finish putting it in tonight, but
On
that's where you're
chat.
going to
Yes, I
put in
have
your
it. Customized
information.
chat GPT.
Perfect. All
Gotcha.
right. Awesome. Okay, you guys got one more minute. Doing good. Anybody else have questions? Just drop it in the chat.
Brandy,
Yes.
mine does not say customize, it says personalization.
Are you in
I'm on the
open?
free version.
It should say the same thing, but does it ask you the same questions? I want to make sure you're in the right app.
Well, when I go to personalization, then it asks me for custom instructions.
Yeah, I don't think that you're in the right thing. Or did you go to chat? I mean, what website are you on at the top? What does it say? Can you put it in
Okay,
the chat?
because I already have chat, I already have it on my phone.
Yeah, so there's many
So,
different versions. So I want you to make sure that you're in Chat GPT, the open AI version, because
okay,
there are different softwares that do similar things. So I'm gonna put it back in the chat to make sure we're in the same platform. Oh, she said you can go to personalization and then it'll say customize Chat GPT. Shavonda answered your question in the chat.
okay,
Okay.
so, okay, go to my name, go to personalization, then custom instructions.
You see
Okay,
customize Chat GPT?
okay, introduced in custom instructions. Okay,
All right. Okay.
all righty.
And
Thank you.
I'm gonna just say make sure you guys are on the same version because there's like Jasper, there is like a whole bunch of platforms. But for me, this is the best platform. What I am gonna do while we go through these instructions for right now, I'm gonna mute everyone's mic. And if you have a question, raise your hand because I'm getting some feedback um on my end, okay? So I'm gonna mute everyone real quick, but just raise your hand if you have a question because I'm gonna try to go slow as possible. And then for the speed up. Now, you may not have been able to customize everything at one time because maybe you don't have your bio. Maybe you need to ask ChatGPT to help you to create a bio. But I want you to know that this is where you do it. That's my goal for right now. All right. In your homework, we'll be able to add more. I see your hand, Evie. I'm gonna come to you in just a second. Uh, okay, Evie, what's your question?
Okay, I have the paid version, but I don't see the where I can upload my bio. Now I know when I'm talking to it, I can upload docs and everything, but I don't see.
It's really not an upload. You're gonna have to copy it and paste it.
Okay,
It's gonna
okay,
say in do you see my screen? It says anything else ChatGPT should know about you?
okay,
That's why I suggest you put your bio.
okay, got you.
Yeah, that's why I would suggest that you put your bio. And I keep all of these things on. I wanted to be able to web search. I keep all of the functionalities open. Okay. So you really want to put something in every single space. Okay, we're gonna move on. Now, the next thing we're gonna do is we talked about garbage in, garbage out. And so ChatGPT, there is an app on your phone you can download. Just make sure you keep the newest version, or it will glitch. You don't want it to sound generic. So if you've ever like wrote a blog, if you've ever wrote an article or something like that, you can even upload it in there and say, this is kind of my writing styles. Like Darla, I know you have a book. Who else on here has a book that they've written? If you have a book or you've written an article, Letitia, you've done a lot of speaking, you can upload either a video or you can upload the words that you said, like the script, and you can actually say, this is how I talk. So it can talk more conversational like you. It's just going to make it sound more like you. Because sometimes you can read something and you will be like, oh, you chat GPT me, right? Can't you sometimes tell when something is chat GPT? You be like, this person in Chat GPT'd me. And because you can just kind of feel it. There are actually some websites where you can actually put what ChatGPT gave you inside of it so you can make sure it doesn't sound too ChatGPT-ish. And so so it's super important that you customize it so you can get more personalized responses. Right? Uploading your bio and transcripts will let it talk more like you. And if you notice, my stuff kind of sounds like me because over time I've done so much with it. And you can ask it to define your writing style. So if you've done a lot of prompts in Chat GPT, you can ask it, and I'm going to ask it real quick to define my writing style. So I'm going to ask it to define my writing style based on the things that I've done. If you haven't uploaded a lot into it, it may not. I am warning, and this is what I tell it. I'm warning you to work as a master copywriter. And this is what I'm talking about, garbage in, garbage out. If you just say, write this for me, rewrite this, you're not going to get the best product. A master copywriter on my behalf, right? And I always tell it, please write in first person, right? I don't want it to write about me. I want it to write as if it's me. So once you have generated a few things, and especially if you're going to upload some things that you've done, you can ask it this kind of question, right? So your writing style is bold, heartfelt, and clear. It's contagiously confident. I like it. It has a rhythm that motivates. I do talk in a rhythm. It has a voice that moves people to action. Y'all, do y'all think Chat know me? Yeah, or he just going. And she's definitely a she. This is Big Mama. As your master copywriter, here's how I would define your signature style so I can replicate it with power and precision as we write together. And so the reason why I think this is important is because you want it to sound like a reflection of you. Like your tone is our bold big sister energy. You're empowering. We got this. You're conversational, right? You're your reader's number one fan, and I am, right? Your language is simple but impactful. Keep it plain, but land it powerfully. Okay? Think everyday vocabulary meets boardroom wisdom, meets pulpit fire. I think it likes me. I think it likes me. And so it says my structure, I'm punchy. It pretty much knows how I write. And the more you give it to it, it's good. It says this is the big B copy flow. And it gives me some examples. The reason why I can give me these examples is because we've written things together. Right? Rock bottom, but baby, it's not your end. This is your runway. Let your lunch begin. Right? This is how I can apply it. Now it's telling me how it wants to write for me. And I can change it, but I'm gonna say, I'm gonna add something to it. I'm gonna put this sounds great. I'm gonna tell it a little something. I'm gonna put remember that even though I have a master's in education, I want the average reader, and most books are written at a 6th to 8th grade level, right? I want the readers to be able to understand without a lot of, what do you call it? acronyms. I tell it not to use any acronyms. And the reason why I don't want it to use it because acronyms mean different things to different people or hard to understand legal language. Right? You know how you can just talk to people and it goes way above their head? And since it is an actual master's, I probably should spell it right, but it knows. Oh, Dr. Connie says hers is fire. Hey, Dr. C, if you want to drop it in the chat, you can. All right. If guys, if you have yours and you asked it to be your master copywriter, I can actually put this prompt inside of the chat real quick. And the reason why I'm taking time to do this is because I don't want you to get garbage out. I do not want you to get garbage out. All right. So it says, got it locked in, Brandy. From here on out, everything we write, no matter how deep or detailed, it will be clear. It was plain, easy to digest. No alphabet soup of acronyms and academic jargon. Just real value, talk, and impact. All right. All right. I'm going to drop in. Okay, Takoya, I got you, girl. All right. Uh-oh. When you copy, this is another thing. You see, it'll have a copy emblem. You want to make sure that you use that copy emblem. All right. So the next thing that we're going to do, everybody with me so far? We've learned how to teach ChatGPT who we are because we don't want garbage out. That was the whole purpose of me teaching this part, okay? I want you to get things out that you can use and not things that are generic. So my copywriting style is this big B copy flow, right? If you notice on the side where it says new projects, if I want to do something as the CEO, I do it under this Imagine Me CEO because I've given it instructions just for this. This is where childcare owners, you see where it says new projects. If everybody sees it, say yes. My business owners, if you see it, say yes. Let's just say you have different roles in your life. And one of them, you're a CEO, but the other one, you're a pastor, right? That's two different types of language. The other one may be you as an author, and that's a different type of language. So, Mother Woods is a personality that I have. It's a stage personality. If you've ever seen me MC on stage, it's totally different than me as the child care director. And so if you have different personalities, I didn't say if you were schizophrenic. Some of y'all are. I'm praying that you get delivered, Jesus. Um, don't be out here being bipolar on chat. But if you have different personalities that you need to write under, you can call them projects. And so when I'm writing things for Mother Woods that's going to say on stage, I write it under that, right? That's optional, right? That's optional. Everybody say they got it. All right, good. So now that we learned how to teach our chat GPT, let's learn what it does and what it can do. So Brandy, you promised me that this is going to help me in business. It is because now it knows how to write for you. And anytime that you want to change that writing style, you could go back here to your writing style. So tonight for your homework, you're going to tell it, listen, I want plain spoken or I want highly educated, whatever it is that you want to write, you're going to tell it how you want it to sound. For me, I just want plain spoken language, easy to digest. Miss Beverly, what are you lost on? Let me know in the chat. Or we can help unmute you because the only thing we've done so far is we've kind of taught it how to get to know our personality. by giving us some information about us. That's the only thing that we've talked about so far. And I'm looking for you in the chat so I can kind of, I am our CEO. Oh, this is just when I wanted to write like me as a CEO. I think that's what you're asking. You can unmute your mic. I just let you get unmuting capabilities.
Yes, yes, ma'am. That's it. I have two foods. I don't talk well.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So and that's something that you don't have to do. I understand what you're saying. I just, for some people who have different tones they need to write in, you may
Mm-hmm.
have different projects. But if you're
Okay.
always writing as the CEO, then
Mm-hmm.
you just use your regular chat.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Good job. Oh, when you go to project, just click new project and it'll open up this folder and you can put create a project. And then once you're in the project, Darla, you can teach it. All right. So let's talk about some things that we will use ChatGPT for every single day. One of the things that you will most likely use it for is to help you create text. And those are some of the examples that I showed you guys before. But that's like the lowest level of ChatGPT. So anytime you want to start a new chat, you go to the top and you hit new chat. And it can do graphics, it can do a lot of different things. So one of the things I want you to go to tomorrow in your homework, if you go to, like, this is my library of different graphics that I created. Y'all, I had a dream. I want to tell y'all how I ended up creating this image. I had a dream and I wanted to see in the natural what my dream was. So I described to it what was in my dream. And I uploaded a picture of myself because I wanted a representation of my dream. So I described the picture and I asked it to create a picture. It can create pictures for you, it can create graphics for you, all of those things. But anything it creates for you will always go to your library, right? So when they were doing the characters and the boxes, I wanted to do that. Um, so they have all different types of apps. Most of the time, we're just going to be using the regular one, but you can go in and you can explore all of these different apps. We're not going to explore them tonight, but some of them make realistic videos. Some of them can make AI videos, and they're already embedded in ChatGPT. There are education ones. There are a contract law reader. And a lot of times we don't even click on these GPTs, but they exist. You can even create your own GPT, which we'll talk about before the end of the summer school. But tonight, I just wanted to show you the basic functionality of ChatGPT. All right. So the first thing you can do is you can create any kind of text that you want. So if someone gives me something that they're working on in the chat, I would rather create something that you're already working on instead of something that's in my mind. So y'all give me some ideas in the chat and we will do multiple ideas real quick. I want to talk about the garbage in, garbage out concept. Because I like charts and graphs, I will always ask it for something more. But one of the things I always ask it is, do you understand? Because I wanted to give me a synopsis. And so I feel like my phone and computer do not connect. What do you mean, Letitia? Like you may have two different accounts in ChatGPT? So I'm gonna start with this one. I'm gonna start with Latanya's first, and then I'm gonna go to Letitia's. Letitia, I'm gonna let you unmute your mic. Just so when I come back, I can get it. Dr. C, can you go to Letitia and ask her to unmute her mic while I cue this one up? Okay, you should be able to unmute your mic, Letitia.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes. Hey, honey. How are
Hey,
you?
how are you doing? I feel that sometimes when I'm on my phone, I'll be doing something, and then when I go to my computer, it's like it's not there. I thought I was in the same account, but you just gave me an idea. Maybe I need to look and see if I am.
Yeah,
Um,
you may have like in the
before.
app signed up in a different account or have
Okay.
a different account. I normally go to the web browser
Okay.
because I feel like it just is more powerful.
Okay.
But it sounds like you may have two different accounts because your chat should be exactly what's on your phone and on your laptop and on your computer. It should be exactly synced.
So how would I determine if I
If
have
you
two
go
accounts?
if you go to the bottom, you should be able to look at what name and maybe what email is signed up under and see like if your icon and your picture looks the same. Because most of the time you'll do a Gmail integration and just see if they look the same. Okay, Latoya, while she's doing that, we're gonna write a PIP. Does everybody know what a PIP is? Some people do, but it's normally a professional improvement plan. So when you talk about garbage in, garbage out, if I put PIP, I'm going to see if it knows what that means. And so I'm going to ask it, do you understand? Because if it doesn't understand, it's going to give me something that I don't want. Letitia, let me know if you can figure out if it's two different accounts. And so that's what it said. It's a performance improvement plan specifically focused on attendance issues, right? And so it says, hey, this is the reason, blah, 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 blah. Now it's going to ask me for some more information because I didn't give it any information. So what's the rule? Garbage in, garbage out. And so I'm going to need it to give me some more information. I'm going to put, okay, this is a good format, but I'm going to have to give it some more information for it to give me something I can use. She has continuously, and I don't worry about my spelling, because we'll be here all day. Like I skip characters unless it's something egregious. I'm just gonna keep going. I'll go back and correct it at the end. Okay. She is continuously late and has missed 20 days this calendar year. She has 6 days of approved doctors off. You don't know what I mean, but her attendance is affecting morale and performance. And I'm going to tell it I needed to place on how many days probation do y'all do? I normally don't do more than 45 because I don't have time to tarry with you more than 45 days. If we in probation over 45 days, it's probably going to be a termination. So I'm just going to put place on a 45-day. Well, how many days y'all give? I don't know. I don't. Y'all probably nicer than me. You can use abbreviations, but there are so many abbreviations you just don't know, right? You just don't know. So Letitia, if it's the same name and picture, make sure it is the same app. 45 days probation. And then since I didn't tell it the name of a center, probation, it doesn't write all of that in. I'm also going to tell it use today's date because if I don't tell it all that, it's going to give me all these blanks. I don't want all these blanks. Also, what I want to tell it, the name of the center is Peaches and Cream Daycare. I hope nobody name out there is Peaches and Cream Daycare. All right, so I gave it some more. So now I'm getting a little bit better, right? So Latanya, her position, her grade level, I didn't tell it that. She's on a 45 days probation, and now it's giving me all of the descriptions, right? And it's telling me this is your support, this is what you're going to do, this is when you're going to read, which this is your monitoring schedule, this is your consequences for non-improvement, this is your acknowledgement. Would you use this? Yes or no? Right? But as I made it better, as I put in dates, remember, garbage in, garbage out. That's one of the biggest things I want you guys to know. So I want everybody to take 3 minutes, and I want you to write a prompt for something you want to create while I do another one. Write you a prompt for what something you want to create, put it in the chat while I do another one. I want to see how good your prompts are. Somebody said, how do we upload? Beverly, if you mean your resume, you just copy and paste it. You're just going to copy it and paste it. Okay. I'm going to do, I want somebody to give me some good products you're working on. I don't see that many in the chat. I see diaper changing policy, and we did that one the other night. I'm gonna, while you guys do that, I'm gonna do a non-childcare one for one of our members on tonight. All right, so I'm gonna make a new chat for this because I don't want it to confuse. So Dr. Evie put in the chat, can you do a client intake form, right, for a new tax client? Now, Evie, based on garbage in, garbage out, what else do you think we should include in this to make it be something that you can use, right? Because there's some things that you probably want to include. Let me find Dr. Evie. I'm going to go ahead and make it where you guys can unmute your mic. Just please try to keep your mics off if you're not talking to me so we don't have a lot of feedback. Dr. Evie, are you on still? If so, unmute your mic.
I'm on. When you said the garbage in, garbage out, I just had started adding more to the prompt that I put in there.
Okay.
So
I
try
can.
to
Oh,
be a
I
little
see
more.
it.
You don't?
I do see it
Okay.
because
That's what I got to before you said unmute.
the better prompts. Look at you anticipating me getting on you. The better the prompt, the better we do. So I'm gonna go and copy. I'm gonna paste. Create a client intake form for 3D notary and taxes. Blah blah blah. I need to write all relevant information. Okay. So I'm gonna ask them. Do you understand? I want y'all to start asking that. Or do you understand? Or is there any more information you need? So I like, do you understand? Because I don't want it to give me a whole bunch of homework. So it says, listen, absolutely, I understand. You're looking for a client intake form that collects personal contact information, file status, independent information, income details, deductions and credit, banking for direct deposit, prior year's tax info, upload instructions or checklists, and authorization and sign. Is there something else you would need?
It looked like it's giving you everything because it's asked for the social security numbers, it's asked for the dependent information. So it actually gave you everything you need, but do it say anything about self-employed?
Let me see. It did. I saw it asked up here. Yeah, they 10.
Okay, so no, it gave me everything I need.
It basically gave everything you need. So if you like this, you can say, because it asks you, would you like me to create a fillable PDF or online form in Google Forms? So it can do more. I'm gonna put yes. Just one simple word.
Right.
A lot of us, we go back and create the forms, but it can actually create it for you. It's probably going to ask me which one. It's analyzing right now. So, guys, if you're doing like parent surveys or things like that, it can copy and paste it for you. But right now it's analyzing. That means it's creating something. It says, would you like a branded welcome packet? So anytime they ask you for a branded welcome packet, please know it's going to create it in Canva or something else. It takes a minute and it'll give you a link. So everybody see where it says download the file, right? So I'm going to click this for Dr. Evie. It's going to open up in another screen. So I'm going to have to share this screen real quick. Bam. Hold on. Let's see what it created for her. This is now your intake form.
Wow, that's good.
Already in PDF format. You can send this to somebody, but I already created. Now, how long would it have taken you to create this form if you did this by yourself? It took us about a minute and a half.
It would have took me a while because I'm learning Word and all that to format it and get it that way. So yeah.
Yeah. And you can even tell it, I don't like this. I'm gonna put, can you put in Word so I can edit? Okay. Okay, and it's now here's your Word document. And so I'm gonna open it up. So I don't want y'all working hard. Some of you guys, you cutting and pasting when it lets you do things, and that's fine. But I want you to know that it can put it in the document form that you need it in without you having to do all of those extra steps. Zoom, share my screen, bam. So now it's in a Word format, and let's just say you rather it look like this. Now all I have to do is edit it. Like maybe you want to space it out a little bit more, right? Preferred method of contact. Like I don't like all of these like this. I need you to check it. You can change whatever it is that you want to change. You can add whatever it is you want to add. You can add your logo. Just you can move a lot faster. So I never ask for it in PDF. I always ask for it in Word or Google Doc, and then I will make the edits. Now let's just say, guys, you get something and you don't want to, it doesn't give it to you in the document. That's okay. You can cut and paste, but let me show you how to do that, because I think someone asked me that a second ago. How do you cut and paste? So let's do that real quick. Y'all good? Y'all still with me? Y'all good? We learned how to teach it about us. We're learning about writing better prompts. This is our first night. I don't want to go too fast. I don't want to do too much. I just want to take it step by step this first night. Okay. So I'm trying to go as slow as I can without boring the people that know some things about it. So let's just say I go back to this professional improvement plan for her. It asked me that I want to turn it into a Google Doc, but anytime it used to didn't ask that, and you would have to highlight it, and then you would have to go to edit and press copy, right? And then you would just open a new Google document. So most of us are familiar with Google Docs and Google Sheets. I would open up a blank document, and when I paste, I would go to edit. And these instructions are in your PowerPoint. They're going to be in your notes. Don't freak out. I would go to edit and paste without formatting. Because if you paste with formatting, it's going to do a whole bunch of extra stuff. Right? You can paste regular and it'll do all of that, but maybe you don't want all of that. So if you paste it and you don't like the way it looks, go to paste without format. And now she can go in and she can actually edit this document. The one thing that it doesn't do, like on charts and stuff, it doesn't do the grid lines. So that's one of the things that I don't like about it. But I can go in and I can add, the grid lines. But that's not this is way easier than if I had to copy the whole document. So if I want to add those grid lines, I just highlight it and be like, okay, I want these grid lines. I go to format, and over here it will allow me to make any adjustments that I want to make to the text. So that's the great thing about putting it into a document. You can change it up however you want. You can add your page numbers. And this is most of the time why I tell it to give me a document and not a PDF. That way I can customize it to the way I want it to look. Okay. Now these lines right here are telltale signs that it come from ChatGPT. So if you don't want people to know, you may want to take them lines away. This is a telltale sign that something was created in ChatGPT. And that doesn't bother me, but it may bother someone else. All right? It don't bother me. If I want these grid lines, I just go to table options and I just have to give the lines weight. And I normally put mine at 1 point. Okay? So we've learned how to teach ChatGPT about us. We have learned how to make better prompts so we can get better outputs. We've learned how to ask it to make it into a document or into Google Docs. All right. So I wanted to take you to something else. All right. If you're ready, I want you to put ready in the chat. And don't forget, you have the recording. I'm trying to talk very slow because I want you to go and play with it tomorrow. So when we meet tomorrow, if you have questions, you can ask those questions. What I will do tomorrow, because tomorrow I have not a long day, I'll stay on and do some extra Q&A with y'all. Okay? The other thing that we wanted to do is we turned out how to copy and into a doc. We learned how to generate outcomes. I want to teach you how to generate graphics inside of ChatGPT. Now, it will do it in two different ways. Sometimes it will take you to Canva, and I have Canva integrated. So I want to tell you a little bit how you can do that. If you go to your name and you go to settings, your name and then settings. If you go to connectors, they have all kind of things that you can connect to. You can connect to Google Docs, Dropbox, Gmail, because you can literally say, go to my Gmail and compose an email. I don't want to give it that kind of access to me, so I don't connect my Gmail. I don't connect things that have personal banking information to systems. All right, everybody say protect, protect, protect. So you got to just be careful what you connect. If you have personal information, if it can read the internet, it can read it. And if you wanted to do that, set up a dummy email that you're going to use just for this, right? Because you don't want to keep yourself exposed. I would be irresponsible if I talked about technology and I didn't talk about protecting yourself. That makes sense? Because I love you. But I do connect Canva. There are a lot of things that you can connect right here inside of it. You can connect your Google Calendar if you wanted to be able to put events on your calendar, right? And so I could connect my Google Calendar, but in this particular exercise, we're going to just connect Canva. So I'm going to go back to this attendance PIP, all right, for LaTanya. So a lot of y'all would have stopped right there and said, okay, this is good. But it asks you, can I also make a branded version of your daycare logo? It wanted to do more. It asked to do more. I'm going to say, please create a graphic that represents my attendance policy of 90% attendance expectation. I want to see what it'll do with this prompt. I wanted to go further, but I wanted to give it one prompt at a time. I'm going to copy and regenerate it. Yeah, we may have Chatty tired. She moving slow. Dr. C, are you on your laptop or your computer? I'm going to grab my laptop.
I'm on my
and
phone.
Okay. I'm going to grab my laptop real quick. I think okay, it's generated now. Sometimes if it doesn't generate, y'all refresh your screen. I should have told it our brand colors. But what it's doing right now, it is actually creating a graphic. If I wanted to like use in a presentation or with my staff, is creating a graphic. And sometimes creating an image can take a little while. I like to give it my colors. That's why I didn't tell it a lot. Now this is horrible. Attendance policy 19. That's true, but it could have did better than that. Okay. Can you improve by showing the difference between good and unacceptable attendance? Attendance. And then I'm going to tell it to do the colors in yellow and purple. Because I didn't give it any direction before. Garbage in, garbage out. I clearly got garbage out. Now, for some of y'all was like, oh, that's nice. I could just put this in the thing. No. Okay, that's my wrap up to tell me that, we got to close down in a few minutes. See how that timer, it helped us out. All right, good timer. We appreciate you. I'm going to put my 15-minute. I'm going to try to be good. Y'all know I get excited. It's hard for me to not give y'all everything I have at one time. But that's why we did this over 6 weeks. So it's still generating. It may take a second. I would say graphics are the hardest thing to do. Because it takes time. It's not hard on you, but it just takes a moment. But I don't want to leave this screen, so I'm going to just go over here and I'm going to just talk about a little bit about your homework on tonight. So you're going to get an email that gives you your homework assignment. But tonight, I want you to make sure between tonight and before we come back tomorrow, you customize ChatGPT. I want you to open a Google Doc, your notes on your phone or something, and I want you to create 3 to 5 quality prompts based on what you're working on. All right, and I want you just to test them in ChatGPT. I'm gonna see if it. Okay, so this is good attendance, unacceptable attendance. It changed it from 90, but this is good. It's yellow and purple. It gave me some contrast. I like it. I like it. And now I'm gonna say, create a full incentive plan for acceptable attendance for my school. Be as detailed as possible. This is where we go into that policies and procedures, and feel free to include charts and graphics. So now I took that from being a write-up to helping me construct a attendance plan. Now I have levels, the shining star, the consistent climber, and the goal giver, and then needs improvement. These people are eligible for a $50 bonus, 25, a snack bag, and an entry. And now these people, if you below this percent, you have to get a PIP. And I would probably make this like 80%. You know, I would kind of have some levels. Every month we're going to track, we're going to recognize them on the attendance wall. We're going to have a rewards catalog. Here's going to be our monitoring system. Here is an example. Here's a growth chart. Here's some fun themes. No miss November. See if you can have perfect attendance. Spring into work for a team challenge. So we took this totally from just reprimanding somebody to that. It says, oh, can you create a slide deck? Yes, create a slide deck. I want this slide deck yes, I want it in Canva. If I have asked for it in Canva, it's gonna take a while. It says, do you want, so now it's giving me the this is the rollout, and then it's gonna create it in Canva. It's telling me everything is gonna put on every slide, right? So I don't want y'all just use it to write people up. It says next I'm gonna generate it in Canva, and I'll let you know when it's finished. Do I want a flyer too? Yes, create a flyer. So this is how we start working faster. Okay. So now it's creating an image for a flyer, not just to correct her, but now we have we're creating a whole incentive program. Is that good? So I don't want y'all just to stop at like the simple functional things. It can do so much more. So now we went from just having a write-up to a full plan. Now we're going to have a graphic that we can post. Now we're going to have a presentation because it's creating it for us in Canva. And now it's creating a flyer that we can share with the staff. And the last thing I'm going to say is create an email explaining to staff. I wanted to create this graphic first. Nope. You can't really create any parameters. Okay, so you talk about copyright. You like, if it generates it for me, will it use it for someone else? They could. That's why I'm very careful about what I upload or what I use, or I can say, hey, this is my copyrighted material. Please only use this for me. Okay. So those are some ways. So do y'all see this beautiful flyer that's coming? Do y'all see it? Do y'all see it? And tomorrow, guys, if you do, oh, look at this. Now I should have changed the rules, but this is good. Why attendance matter, quality care, happier teammates, attendance. But I did not pay for somebody to do it. How much would we have paid for somebody to do this? Okay. If you're not there, we feel it. We do, we feel it. If you're not here, we feel it. It said it twice. It wanted them to know. So let's just say this is not perfect. You can always upload this into Canva. They have Magic Grab and you can edit, right? So we had one thing, but we totally took that situation and we made it better. So I want to create an email explaining to staff. So here's my new email. Hey, Peaches and Cream team. We're excited to launch something new and fresh. And here we go. Now I have my email. So we took all of that negativity and we made it into something positive. We made a policy around it. Right? And so same thing, I want to go to a non-child care example. So we have this Word document. Now I'm going to say, okay, create a flyer to explain the tax return process from filing to getting their return or like me or paying their bill. All right. And so it's one thing to do the intake, but now I want to create something that explains the process from filing to getting their return. You can also do this for your child care center. You can create something that takes them from like when they first enroll. It wants me to download. Probably because we downloaded that other file. Now it wants me to download. Oh, it did it like this. Look at that. Oh, can y'all see what I'm seeing? Hold on. This is dope. But I wanted a graphic. It says, okay, tax return made simple. Do your intake and submit your documents. I'm going to begin your tax prep. Then you'll review and approve. Then we'll do e-filing. You'll get confirmation and updates. Refund is issued. This is what you'll need. Right? So it created more like a flyer. I wanted a graphic. But that's pretty spot on. Okay? So these two examples, totally two different industries, it still did a really, really great job. Look at you, chat. I see you. All right, so these are some things that you can do. I think that we've done a lot for tonight, but I'm going to do one more thing with my 7 minutes. How many of you are working for on social media for back to school or for your business for third quarter? Right? What I want you to do, and I'm going to put this in the email for tonight. I want you, because I want this to make you money as well. I want you to create a social media, like maybe just for August, right? So I'm going to put, I want to post on social media every day, and I will give you this prompt for my business, and I want you to name your business. All right. So you're gonna, you know what? Forget this. Write. I'm gonna tell it to write a prompt to help my clients generate social media for August for their business. To increase customers and revenue. This needs to be a master prompt. If you don't know what to say, you can ask it to create the prompt for you. And that's T. Clock it. It said bam because they know I like the word bam. I wouldn't have wrote all of that. It says create a custom social media plan for the month of August. My goal is to increase engagement. My business type is, my target customer is, this is what I offer. All right, this is our master prompt. It says, I want real ideas, story ideas, call to action posts, testimonial posts. This is the prompt. not that little thing that I was supposed to be. All right. So this will be our prompt that you are going to use. Oh, it says it's too long to put it in there. Bobby will grab this prompt and email it to you. But for those of you who like to cut and paste, I'm not going to stop your flow. I put it in the chat. I am not going to stop your flow. I put it in the chat. And then you see it says, I want to mix the posts. Okay. So this is great. Okay. I'm going to say great. Do it for Dr. Connie, since she is on tonight. Do it for Dr. Connie, period. She
Do it for me.
she owns Bloom University. Where and you know better what you do better than me. So if you want something to say, and somebody says, "Do I talk to it?" I can. Where she helps coaches. The thing about it is, I'm talking to y'all, so it's not gonna pick it up. Okay, but I'm gonna put allow this time to see if it will work. Okay, I want you to do this for Dr. Connie. She owns Bloom University, where she teaches coaches how to be more impactful in their field, how to not only make an impact for their clients, but for themselves, allowing them to make extra money to achieve their goals. Make her social media calendar geared towards coaches who are trying to increase their visibility, their clientele, and their revenue.
Her computer might have froze. She'll be right back. She'll be right back, you guys. Just hang on 1 second. Letitia, check your text messages. I gave you a way that you can protect your data. Is this good? Are y'all gonna be up all night working? Of course. I'm working right now, Javon. I probably done wrote 3 books while y'all was talking. I didn't. I'm just kidding. I didn't. I didn't. Vivian says yes, absolutely. Game changing. It's gonna give you some hours back in your day. Things that were in your head. Okay, Latanya said I'm working right now too. Yeah, some things that have been in your head, you can just talk it out. I use my microphone a lot, and I just talk. I'm driving and talking, and it's working for me while I'm driving. So definitely use that microphone. Just talk to it. Probably looking for her charger. Phone probably died. Or laptop. But yes, homework, work. I just created a flyer for a job fair. See there? Just like that. Now, typically we would have paid somebody, hunted somebody down, had to wait 3 days to get it back. Chat says, I got it. I can do it. So it definitely gives you hours back in your day, helps you be a little bit more creative. No joke. Yeah. 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 It can write a letter faster than you can. And I know a lot of people are like, well, that's cheating. No, it's not. Either you're using AI or you are being replaced by it. Please know that. Either you are using it or being replaced by it. I had a friend that was going for a grant and they needed a turnaround time 24 hours. Chat, they did it in 7 minutes. And the people were like, how did you do that? So money was on the table. They could have missed that money if they were trying to do it by hand and go and do the research and all of those things. So you are either using it or being replaced by it, I'm telling you. In places you don't think they use it, they are. So lean in, embrace it, use it with integrity. All right, she's back. Okay.
Hey y'all, I am back,
Hey.
but I'm so sorry. It seems like the Wi-Fi in my area went out. But what I will do on tomorrow is I will show you what it generated for Dr. Connie. So I want you to use that prompt for yourself so you can start also creating some traction in your business for next month with social media. Because we have like 8 days that we can be working on it. So again on tonight. Can you guys hear me well? I want to say thank y'all for being here. We rocked it out for an hour and a half, so we're at the top of our time zone. Tomorrow, by tomorrow, when you come in, you should have went and taught your ChatGPT. So you're gonna go to your name, you're gonna go to customize ChatGPT, and you're gonna teach it some things about you, right? The next thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna create maybe 3 to 5 things you're working on, and you're gonna create some quality prompts so it can help you. And you're just gonna test it out. And when it creates something, you're gonna ask it another question to see the capability of what it can do, because it's gonna suggest some things that it can do for you. And then there's one prompt that we'll email to you, and that's about social media. I want you just to fill in that prompt for your business so you can see something that a high quality prompt can give to you. All right. Dr. C, if you don't mind, because you look like you're in the light and fresh,
Oh,
can
yeah,
you
we were
close us
talking.
out for tonight?
Yeah, we talked while you were away, but yes, once again, I am super excited. Do your homework. Again, either you're using AI or you will soon be replaced by it. So let's lean in. Let's take advantage of this 6 sessions together and let's learn and let's grow. Don't stay up too late, but explore and teach your chat. Thank y'all for being here tonight. Have a good night.
Yay. Thank you, Dr. C. Guys,
Uh-huh.
as soon as this recording uploads, we will be putting it into the portal where you can get all of the replays, and we'll show you how to access them tomorrow. And we'll also email out that information in the morning. It takes a moment for the videos to download. Thank you guys for being on. We'll see you tomorrow.